What's up, guys, and thank you so much for popping into this review where today I'm talking about The Watchers. This is directed by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, Ishana Shyamalan. And this is based off of a book where Dakota Fanning's character gets lost in the woods. Her car breaks down. She gets lost in the woods and finds refuge in this creepy cabin in the woods, this creepy house complex in the woods. Three other people are there. They're stuck. They can't leave. And every night they go through this sort of ritualistic event where they have to stand side by side in front of the mirror, not knowing what's outside, but they're being watched by the watchers. So now Dakota Fanning has to figure out how to get out and how to escape. This film, to me, I was looking forward to it because, M. Night Shyamalan as a director, he's just hit and miss with me. With his daughter coming in to do a film, I was like, oh, maybe this could be really good. And unfortunately, that's not the case. It's her fault, but at the same time, she didn't make a terrible film. I don't think I'll ever watch this movie again. I didn't like this movie. I don't think it's a good movie, but it might be from the source material because the story I think is interesting. It's interesting as a concept. Where the movie fails is the reveals and when you find out what's happening. I mean, it's pretty underwhelming. It's just pretty dumb and just uninteresting. Maybe the book's good. Maybe the book, had a lot of stuff fleshed out. I'm not sure. But the way it was all executed in the film is pretty bad. The setup with Dakota Fanning's character, look, what she's doing in the beginning of this movie, the first 10 minutes before her car breaks down, none of that matters. What she's doing with her personal life, with this bird she's got, none of it matters. You don't care until she gets to this cabin. That's what you came for. But even when you get to the cabin, she takes it pretty well. Like, oh, okay, I'm stuck here for a little while. Whatever. She just kind of casually went about it. I felt I would have been more concerned. I don't know. It just felt she's how she kind of casually went with it. You know what I mean? It was just a little strange. The execution to a lot of things weren't great. The reveals, the movie feels like it should only be like an hour and 10 minutes or something. It goes on for another 15 to 20 minutes where the story just continues to unravel in just these really weird ways that I just wasn't a fan of. So it just kind of felt like, okay, this movie should be over already. Why are we still watching this nonsense? And by the time it ended, it was like, okay, this was just total nonsense, and I didn't care about any of it. It was just ridiculous and pretty dumb. I thought it was pretty dumb, pretty stupid. So I guess the best parts of the movie are when they're in the cabin dealing with the Watchers, but at the same time, all that stuff felt pretty surface level too. There's only one good scene in the film where there's somebody outside that we think there's somebody outside, and the characters have to make a decision if they're going to let this person in or not. The acting in that scene, particularly from Georgina Campbell, was really good, but that was the best part of the film. Look, the movie has great atmosphere. It has a great feel to it. I think Ishana's, direction with the actors is good. The performances are good. The only one I didn't really like is the guy. I just feel like he was miscast. I didn't really care for him in this movie. So when things happen with that character, I just didn't care. But I didn't care about anything with this film. I was intrigued, but I did not care. This kind of reminded me of a movie that came out a few years ago called The Forest. I've only seen that movie once when it came out in the theater, but I remember liking it. So if you want to watch a movie about a creepy forest, that's probably the movie to go with. I don't recommend this film. It's not doing well at the box office. I believe it was $50 million that the studio paid for it. I could be wrong, but if that's the case, they're not even going to make half of that back. Domestically, I don't know about worldwide. I can't imagine. But, it's a shame. Is this like a terrible, terrible film? No. But it's a stupid film, a dumb film that's pretty forgettable and just a waste of time in the end of the day, and a big disappointment. And with all that being said, I'm going to give The Watchers 1.5 out of 5 stars. I'm disappointed. I was hoping to like the movie more, but that's just the way the cookies crumbled. So, guys, comment down below. Did you see the film? Do you plan on seeing the film? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps out the channel quite a bit. And I want to thank you all for watching. If you watched my review for Inside Out 2, that's up now. Also, you could check out a bunch of other reviews we've got coming for John Krasinski's If, and a bunch of other stuff up on the channel as well. I'm talking about The Acolyte, every Wednesday. I'm giving my very honest opinions on that. You guys, you can follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72, and Instagram and TikTok at KingHorizons131. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for The Watchers. And until next time, over and out.